Okay, here we go. Good morning, Sue. Here comes the big box, Sean, ready to take a class. Okay, let's do it. Happy Saturday. Take a nice big deep breath. Why are you facing me?
I'm just facing the truth.
Swan dive it all the way down. Relax your head. Just look through your knees to the back of the room. Hang out here and breathe. Try to really unweight your upper body. Relax your head and neck. Just sort of chill out. Try to get your legs as straight as they can be. Now start to drift your body forward and backwards. As far as you can, each way. Now drift it side to side. Just kind of move your hips. Then just sort of make a little circle. And then go in the opposite direction. Nice. Take your hands to the floor. You're going to walk them forward to plank. As soon as you get into plank, take it to a down dog. We're going to warm up our calf muscles. So start to pedal. So you're lifting one heel, lowering the other. Now just hold on one side. And then switch it, hold on the other. And now pull forward to plank. Put your knees down. Bring the wrists under the shoulders. We're going to start off with cat-cow. So I want you to round your back. Look at your knees so you let your head fall towards the floor. And then flip it and take your gaze and look forward. And just sort of oscillate between those two, cat and cow. Excuse me. Oh, big sneeze. Be mindful to keep that belly pulling up and into the spine while you do these. Actually, while you do the entire class. Why not? Who doesn't love a nice, strong belly? Okay, come back to a neutral spine. I want you to slide the left leg back and extend your right arm forward. Now lift your back foot off the floor and try not to let your body shift right. And then relax and do the same. Slide the right leg back, lift it, get the arm reaching, and just keep going side to side. Make sure the arm and leg get nice and straight. Few more. Okay, now let's meet in your quadruped position. Take your right hand to your right ear with your elbow out to the side, and then lift the shoulder as far as you can, and then take that elbow, cross it over to your left elbow, and just keep repeating. Your hips are staying nice and quiet. They're not moving or shifting. You're just lifting and lowering the elbow. With the action beginning at the shoulder. Do one more. And now let's do the other side. Big lift up of that shoulder. And then cross. Make sure you're not locking out that right elbow. Just keep a tiny little bend in it. Do a few more. Okay, let's all meet in bear. So you're just going to elevate off the knees a little bit. Hold on that spot. And now lower back down. And do it again. Lift up. And lower. And lift. Keep pulling the belly in. And just do that 10 more times. Up for a count or two, and then down. Make sure you're keeping your face up so you're not dropping that head. You want to keep your neck nice and neutral. Maybe 4 more. Okay, on this last one, let's take it to a small downward facing dog. So you got your heels on the floor and your legs straight. You're here for 3 breaths. Okay, baby steps with your feet. You're going to be in the middle of your mat. Walk your hands back. You're in a full forward fold. Just chill. Okay, from here, inhale and extend to a flat back. And then fold back down again. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale. 1 more time. Straighten out those legs if you can. Now let's do a nice slow reverse swan dive all the way back up. Reach the fingers, try to touch the ceiling. Now from here, you're going to hip hinge, stick your butt back, forward lean in the front. Open your palms so they're a lot wider. Like you're making
Your arms.
What?
Open your arms.
Open your arms. Sorry, what did I say?
Palms.
Palms. Okay. Sweep your arms back. I want you to really crowd out your chest and try to get your shoulders nice and broad. Now take the arms forward again, like you're making a Y with your body. And this time we're going to take the arms out to the side with your thumbs facing up. So this should sort of look like a T. Lift the hands as high as you can while you keep that forward lean. So you're feeling this in the back of the shoulders, your thoracic spine. Now take the arms backwards. Palms are facing the floor. And let's run through this 1 more time. So sweep them forward, make that Y. Make the T, thumbs up. And then the I, sweep them back. Now take them all the way up to the ceiling, stand nice and tall, and do that nice slow swan dive all the way back down again. Relax your head, palms to the floor, step back to plank. Now this time you're going to step your left foot forward, up between your hands, and sweep your left arm out to the side. Lift it up. So you're turning your chest to face the left side of your room. Put the hand back down, step back to plank. Do the same with the opposite side. Sweep your right arm up. We're going to do this 2 more times. Back to the left side. And back to the right. Try to be as graceful as you can when you transition. Last time on each side. And let's meet back in that plank. Now from this high plank, we're going to lower down to the forearms. Try to avoid putting the knees down. But that's always an option. Hold this low plank. Just for a few more breaths. Now make sure you're hollowing out that belly. Put the belly on the floor and keep it hollowed out. So you're in a baby cobra. Just hold here and breathe. Nice little stretch for the 6-pack muscle. Little flexibility for that low back. Okay, with your knees staying down on the floor this time, make sure your toes are tucked under, and let's just lift the belly up. Hold on this spot. And put the belly back down. We're going to do that 4 more times. Pick up. Keep pressing the belly up to the spine. Lower down. Take your gaze forward when your belly's down. Now pick it up. And lower down. And again, lift. And lower. And lift. Nice job. Walk your forearms back towards your knees. You're going to be on the tops of your feet. Open your knees wide. And let's all meet in child's pose. Keep your head up. Just reach the arms out. So we're trying to get the chest going towards the floor here so you feel a nice stretch through your side body. Just breathe here. Now while you hold this and breathe, I want you to flip your right palm up to the ceiling and lift the hand off the floor. Just a little bit. You really want to make sure the arm is long. Close it and relax. Do the same on the other side. Open, lift, and reach. And switch again. And again. And one more time on each side. Nice. Now come on back up onto all fours. Bring those knees in. We're going to all meet in a small downward facing dog. So from your quadruped position, just lift the hips up and press your heels down. Walk your feet towards your hands. I want you to turn your feet out. So you've got the toes on the edge of the mat and your heels in. Inhale to a flat back. And now I'm just going to have you bend at the knee. So you're going to come into a little squat and then go back to a straight leg. You decide how low you're going to squat here. It's totally up to you and how warmed up you're feeling. So just keep bending and straightening the legs. You can add on by lifting the arms up. When you're in that squat position, take them off the floor, reach them forward. So you're using that upper back again. And we're going to do about 4 more. This is a great way to warm up your total body here. Make sure we're breathing. And let's just do this one last one. Now stand tall, reach your arms all the way to the ceiling, point those toes forward, swan dive it all the way down. Relax your upper body. Okay, baby steps with your hands forward to the front. You're in high plank position. As soon as you get there, walk it back. Walk it forward. And back. Take as many steps as you can, both ways. And let's all meet backwards. Inhale to a flat back. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Flip your palms, reach for the ceiling. Nice. We are done our warm-up.
Oh, the workout.
You're done your warm-up, silly. Okay, we're going to start with lateral lunges. So you're going to shoulder your weights to start. We're going to change the grip a few times. So shoulder them. Try to go as heavy as you possibly can. You're going to start out the front of the mat, facing the right side of your room. You got your weights on your shoulders. All we're going to do is step this right leg out and give me a nice little lunge. And then come off that leg back to your starting point. You determine your range of motion, how far you can step and how far you can get that butt back when you lunge. That's the important part of this exercise. We also don't round our back. So you're bending into that right knee and you're lowering while you push the butt back. Keep going.
Good rule of thumb is to keep your face up. No need to look down at the floor. It just encourages you to round that back, which you don't want to do.
Everyone needs encouragement.
Everybody needs encouragement, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do 3 more. You could use my 15s or 1.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna slightly vary this. So instead of shouldering the weights, you're gonna just hold them by your side. Now you're gonna step out. We're gonna take both these weights to the instep of that right foot. Lower them down, pick them up as you step in. So take the foot out, bring those weights down to the instep, push off as you come back. Nice. Okay, we're gonna do 4 more. We got this. Super duper good for you. Huh. You can do them without weights, honey.
This one says are fatigued. Thank you.
Okay, here's your last one. Nice. Now turn your face forward. We're going to use the same weights and start some bicep curls. We're going to add in a little balance challenge while we curl. So I want you to take your right foot and get up onto your toes. So you're kickstanding the right foot. Now step it back a little bit and put very little weight into it. Okay, so adding on, now we're going to try to pick the knee up forward while you curl. Put that foot down, kickstand the left one. Keep curling. You can change your grip to a hammer curl if you want, so your palms would face each other, just to switch it up. Step that foot back a little further. Not a lot of weight into it, don't depend on it. Okay, pick it up if you can, keep curling. Two more. Nice job. Okay, put the weights down. We're going to come back and do the other leg after we do some push-ups. So let's start out just with 10 to warm it up. To get things going. Come on, let's go. 10 push-ups. Make them great. Nice. Okay, once you're done for 10, we're back up on our feet. This time, shoulder the weights, face the left side of your room and start at the front of your mat. We're going to step this left leg out, get that booty down nice and low as you try to move the hips backwards and then step back in. So this is not performed quickly. This is performed quite slowly. So you have a lot of time to work your range of motion, your form. There's always room for improvement. Let's keep going. 2 more, and then we take the weights off our shoulders. Nice. Okay, bring them down by your side. Make sure you've got really good posture here. So stay nice and lifted through the chest. Take those weights. As you step out, Just inside that front foot, step back in. Remember, you're still shifting your weight back. We're trying to push from the heel. We have 4 more. You got this. Those push-ups were feeling pretty easy compared to this, right? One more. That last one. Okay, put those weights down. Come on back down to the floor. 10 push-ups. You ready? Let's do it. Nice. Okay, let's do a little child's pose. I think we deserve it. Your version, however you want it to be, just breathe 5 big breaths. Nice, okay. Flip it around, you're gonna lie down on your back. We're gonna work our hamstrings and glutes. We're doing the Sean move. Woohoo! Okay, so little tiny bend in the leg when you lie down. So not much. Feet are hip width apart, you turn your toes in. What's the name of this? We need a name other than Sean's move.
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Okay, here we go. Get flat on your shoulder blades. Crowd out the chest. Fingertips only on the floor by your side. Now, you got your toes turned in. I want you to push your heels into the floor.
Flexion.
Your feet are flexed. Thanks, Sean. Thank you.
Oh, it is my books.
Okay, yes, it is. It's the Sean move. Now, while you're pulling the heels towards the floor, I want you to pull them towards your butt. Now start squeezing those knees with all the force you can muster. And now pick your butt up. And hope this doesn't have to last long. Hollow out that belly. Work it. 5, 4, squeeze harder. 3, 2, and release. Take your arms all the way back behind you. Nice little stretch. Oh, how good does that feel? Okay, round 2. We only have 3 rounds of this. So make it as fabulous as you can. Toes in, fingertips, squeeze your knees, pull down, pull, lift. Squeeze even harder once that butt lifts up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Relax, take the arms back. Okay, final round. So good for us, this exercise, right, honey?
Yes, it is.
Okay, here we go, last one. Push those heels down. Now pull them towards your butt. Squeeze your knees even harder. Lift up. Don't forget to breathe. Make the squeeze the focus. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Take your arms back. Okay, lift those palms up towards the ceiling. Now lift your head. We're going to roll up. Rounding your back, diving between your legs. This is the best stretch to do right after you do the Sean move. Should feel really good in the hamstrings. Just hang out here and breathe. Okay, we have our final round of push-ups. Just 10, we got this. So flip it around. Get it done so we can move on to more fun things, right? Here we go. 10 push-ups. Nice job. Okay. We're gonna meet in our quadruped position. We're gonna do kickbacks for our triceps while we're in this position. So get one weight that you can do a kickback with. Tuck your toes under. Get the elbow up close to the body. And then kick that weight back till your arm is straight. And then bring it forward. And try not to move too quickly. You want to hold these weights as light as you can, of course, without them falling out. Don't drop your face. I'm going to be looking forward, keep that neck nice and long. When you can't do any more on that arm, or you feel like you're losing your form, switch arms. Try to not go too fast, especially when you're bringing the weight forward. See if you can add a little bit of resistance. Okay, nice job. Round your back. Let's do a few cat-cows here. Okay, let's come up onto our feet. We're going to grab the heaviest weights we have. We're going to do double leg deadlifts and rowing. So we're going to combine the two. I'm going to get a quick sip of water. Cheers, happy Saturday. Okay, grab your big girl weights. Here we go. We're going to start out with deadlifts. So I'd like your feet to be hip width apart. We are going to change the positioning of our feet as we do these, but this is where we're starting. So you got your weights by your side in your hands. You're going to hip hinge, come on down. And then as you come up, I want you to turn your palms to face forward. So you're adding a little rotation. Turn them to face each other on the way down. And open them to face forward on your way up. And just keep going. So I'm taking it about 3 counts to get down and 3 to get up. So I'm not moving quickly. Nice opening of the chest, crowd it out at the top of the move, and then come back down with your palms facing. Nice. About 5 more. Make sure you're wading into your heels and pushing those hips as far back as you can get them on your descent. Okay, now this time when you come up, we're going to take our torso halfway down and we're going to do 15 rows. So you're bringing the elbows up, breathing as you pull them up. Make sure you're just looking towards the front of your mat so your neck is nice and neutral. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Let's do 3 more. Nice. Okay, put those weights down. Woo, shake out your grip. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. We're gonna come back to deadlifts, only this time, we're gonna have our feet farther apart. So, you ready?
No.
Feet, I've got mine just inside the edges of the mat. Pick up your weights. So come down, push the butt back. Nice opening of the palms at the top of this move. And then fold back down. You can even turn your wrists so they face the left and right side of your room. So you're doing some good stuff for that upper back. And we're definitely feeling this, I hope, in your glutes and hammies. You know, those muscles you sit on while we're working. So we're gonna do 4 more, and then another round of your rows. So this time when you come up, you take that torso halfway down, start your rows. Butt back. Try to get in 15 if you can. Oh, how fun was that? Okay, back to our final round of deadlifts. Last round. We're going to take our feet, we're going to bring them really close together. Maybe they're even touching. You decide, but this is going to really force you to engage. Because it's a little bit of a balance challenge. At the top of the move, turn the wrists out, and then come down with them facing. Now be mindful not to shift your weight from one foot to the other. Try to keep it nice and balanced. So we're working just with a very micro, tiny bend in the knee, just so you don't lock out through your joints. Butt pushes back. Okay, we're going for 5 more of these. And then we do our final round of rows, and then we're hitting the floor. Okay. Relax your grip just before we start the rows. Try to get in 15, and if you need to alternate and do 1 at a time, that's always an option. Or maybe have a spare set a little lighter nearby. But you really want to get those elbows up and squeeze the shoulder blades. Okay. When you're done your 15, those weights come down. Keep them nearby though, because we're going to come into a bridge, and I want you to hold a weight over your hips, just to make the bridge a little more challenging. So go heavy. So let's walk our heels. You're lying down, walk your heels in towards your butt, nice and close. Have that weight right over your hips. Keep the back of the arms off the floor. Press up through your heels. So you're lifting the butt up, pushing through the heels. I've even got my toes off the floor. And then 1 vertebrae at a time, you lower back down. Do that pelvic tilt up. Peel back up, pressing through your heels. And then come down nice and slowly. Peel back up. And back down. And back up. We're going to add on here in a few more repetitions using just one leg. So I'm going to have you come back down, take your right foot and flex it and let it sit on top of your left thigh, right by your knee. Now do the same exercise. Press up and lower back down slowly. Press up and down. And lift. Try to get as much range of motion as you did when you had both feet on the floor. That's the goal. Do 5 more here and then we're going to switch legs. Nice. Now, when you've done those 5, put the right foot down, take the left foot on top of the right thigh. Here you go. You might notice one side stronger than the other. That's why it's good to train one leg at a time. You can't cheat the move with the better leg. Try to keep your hips nice and even. Really push up through the heel. Last 4. Nice job. Okay. Put the feet down, put that weight off to the side. Little reprieve. So you're going to extend the legs all the way down and your arms all the way back. Open the fingers wide and then close them while you hold those arms back there. Now keep them open and floss the shoulders by opening the palms and turning. Whatever range you got, keep it going. Okay, let's bring the arms forward. You're going to bring that left knee into your chest and then the right. You're going to make a little circle. Don't get excited because we're not done yet. We have one little core thing to do for us. We're going to do some dead bugs. Change directions with your circle. Get that back nice and massaged. Now here we go. So bend 90 degrees at the knee. Lift your arms up, wrists over shoulders. So here we go. Pelvic tilt, left arm back, right leg down. Both limbs are really long. Bring them back in. And then switch sides. And then bring them back in. And keep this going. Nice and slow. You want to be working the belly and your ribs down. Now, if you want a little reprieve, you pull your knees closer towards you. If you want it more challenging, you keep them out. Beyond your hips or over the hips. Now, bring the knees in, a little reprieve. Maybe a gentle rock side to side. Maybe another circle. Okay, bring your legs up to the ceiling. You're going to take your hands behind your head, lift your head off the floor and tuck your chin. You're going to hollow out the belly and lower the legs. You decide how low you can go, keeping the belly down. And then bring the legs back up. Little reprieve here at the top. Get the shoulder blades a little higher on round 2. Lower them slowly, belly pushing down, bringing them back up nice and slow. Take your head to the floor, relax, start again. Tuck your chin, lower the legs, lift them back up, put your head on the floor, take the elbows so they're resting on the mat. Lift back up, this is your last one. Lower down, and lift up. And now we're going to meet in a happy baby. Stretch out these inner thighs. Heels pointing to the ceiling.
Just say crying baby.
Crying baby. Now all the hard work is done. Nice little rock. Keep that lower back on the floor. Enjoy that nice inner thigh stretch. So good. Doesn't that feel so good? Okay, put your feet down. You're going to cross your right knee over the left. Not too much of a bend in the legs, just a little one. Take the knees to the right. Take that left arm all the way back behind you. And you can thank me later. How good does this feel? So use that right leg to guide the left one down. So you get that nice stretch over that left hip. Change the angle of the arm. Maybe now take it out 45 degrees from the body. So you get a nice chest stretch from all those push-ups we did. Okay, bring the arm in, bring the knees up, uncross them before you raise them back up. It's a little more stable. Now cross your left over your right. Small bend in the legs. Take them down to the left. Take the right arm straight back. You want to make sure that arm is really reaching to try to touch the back of your room. Open the shoulder. So that right chest faces straight up to the ceiling. Really use that left leg to pull the right knee down. Once you have all that going on, most important, you got to breathe. Now move the arm 45 degrees out. Everything else should be the same. Nice. Now bring that arm in, uncross the legs. Take them all the way down along the floor. Take your arms all the way back behind you. One last big, huge stretch here. Now start to raise the arms and the head. Tuck your chin. Pilates style it all the way back up. We're going to take the heels to the corners of the mat and dive between your legs. Just enjoy and breathe. Okay, now slowly walk it up. You're going to bring those heels towards you. We're going to come up onto our toes. We have one more stretch to do before we start our Saturday. Okay, get into that nice forward fold. And while you're here, I want you to shift your hips back. You got your fingertips on the floor out in front. You're going to cross your right foot over your left. Little IT band. So we want to be feeling this, the outside of that left leg. Hopefully, play around with your hips. Try to get them back a little further. You can totally unweight your upper body here and turn this into a little bit of balance challenge as well. Lift your hands off the floor, maybe fold the arms. But keep drifting your hips backwards. Okay, release the hands back to the floor. Let the hips come forward. Bring that right foot back and do the same on the opposite side. Shift backwards.
Maybe fold the arms, let your head go. The more you can unweight your upper body here, the more you're gonna get that stretch in the outer part of the right leg. Nice, fingertips back, uncross. Take a nice big deep breath, inhale to a flat back.
Reverse swan dive it all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Great job. We did it. Woohoo! Party's over.